Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 8 of the series on my podcast, Software DM. My name is Dustin Monares, and on today's show, we'll be talking and learning about basic shell scripting within your virtual machine or Linux operating system. You're probably asking yourself what shell scripting is and what it can do for you, and on today's show, I will explain the benefits of a basic shell script and what it can bring when working with your operating system. So let's get started. So what we will do first is fire up our virtual machine that we created on the last episode. If you have not done yet, I would highly recommend to go back and check that video out. What we want to do first, right after logging in, is open the terminal window to start with our script. So as you can see, I already opened my virtual machine. It's running and I have my terminal open. Right now, what I want to do is make sure we're in our home user directory. So for that, we're going to type in the command pwd Dimonares, and let's do an ls command. I don't think I went over the ls command last time. The ls command, what it does is pretty much it lets you know what's inside that directory. So all the folders we have is desktop documents, downloads, and so on. So we're gonna start writing our script. So for that, we already make sure we're in our home directory where our name is, and we're gonna use a text editor that's built in the command line. I like it because you can do everything from the command line and you don't have to be using the GUI, which takes longer when it's loading and stuff like that. The command line, it's quick and simple. So for this one, what are we gonna do is use the sudo command, which is the super user command, which is gonna grant you root access for that one command. That way you can, that one it can run without problems of saying permission denied or you don't have access. You're just a user, so you can avoid those problems. I would never recommend you to be as a root user because if you run a command and you don't know what you ran, it can mess up your whole virtual machine. So that's why we tend to use sudo more. That way, it's just privilege permission for that one command. So we're gonna sudo vi. That's the text editor built in the command line vi, and we're gonna name our script, our shell script, copy one dot sh. Enter. And when he's gonna ask us for our password, we plug in the password we used to log in as a user. And there you have it. There's the text editor. In order to start editing the text editor or add text to it, you gotta type in the I for insert. So now that we type in the I for insert, what we want to do is start typing the script. So we're gonna type in the script bin sh. Now we're gonna do an echo command, which the echo command does is just lets you know when the script is running. It gives you a print statement so you can know that it's working, or it's showing you that it's working, pretty much like progress bar when it comes to the to running the script. So now what we want to do is write a command that's going to create a file where we're going to store our files for our script. In this case, mkdir, and we're going to name it, um, we can name it files1, files1. Now we're going to do another echo command, which is a print command that tells us copying files starting with D from folders starting with B to slash home slash Dimonares. So this is just what the script is gonna do. So running the benefits of running a script is that you can make multiple commands in one little script, and when you run that script, all those commands are gonna run, you know, and it saves you time, efforts, um, and it saves you time, efforts, and money. So that's why we tend to use a script. So running the benefits of running a script is that you can make multiple commands in one little script, and when you run that script, all those commands are gonna run, you know, and it saves you time, efforts, money. So And just in this case, since we're copying a lot of files, a lot of folders from a directory, we don't want to go one by one copying the file, the directory, and everything. It'll just waste a lot of time. What this script is going to do is copy all those files that we require into another file, making it simple. So now that we wrote that print statement, now what we want to do is copy the file. So we're going to write the copy command, copy. We're going to copy the etc, etcb, we put the asterisk, put the D, the asterisk, and now we're going to put our, where we want to copy it, in this case is home, Dibonares, which is our home directory, and the directory that we just created on the top is going to be files 1. And I think that's about it. Now we're going to do another echo command that's going to let us know that the script ran and it copied everything successfully. So now we're going to put copied. Okay, so now that we wrote our basic shell script, what we want to do is click on escape so we can leave insert mode, type a colon, we're going to type a W to save, and a Q to quit. Okay, so now we've created our script file. Now it's important to know that every file has permissions. So our permissions are divided in 3: user, group, other, and the permissions are divided as read, write, execute. So we want to change the permission of our shell to be able to execute. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use this famous command called chmod to change permission on the files. But also, since chmod is a root access command, we want to use sudo super user so we don't get an error of access denied or permission denied, or you're not a super user. So we're gonna type in sudo. We're gonna type sudo chmod 77 copy sh. So you notice that they didn't ask this password this time. It's because we already use it on VI and we type in our password. So the Linux terminal computer operating system is already like, okay, so you already have sudo access. Most of the time it's gonna ask you for a password. Sometimes it doesn't. Good thing it didn't ask this time. um, and now we're gonna run our script. Let's see if it works. Let's check the directory first before we run our script. ls. As you can see, we only have our script file and we don't have the files directory yet until we run the script. So now we're gonna type in period slash and then the name of the script. Gonna click enter, creating direction, copying file starting with D from folder starting with B to home Dimonares, copy successful. Okay, so now what? We can go back and type in ls, and as you can see, we created our new directory right here. Files 1 was created after running the script. Let's see what's inside files 1. We cd to files 1. Now what we can do to check the contents of files 1, now that we're inside that directory, is ls. And now you can see we have all the files that start with the D. That start with the D. Starting with the B. No, starting with the D from folders that start with the B from the etc directory. So now we got all those files. You can use this to copy other files, other directories from other like instances. But that's the basics of shell scripting pretty much. Something I forgot to show you guys was the permissions. So you can see the file permissions. So let's cd dot dot back into our let's cd dot dot back into our home directory. Now what we're gonna do to check the permissions, we do an ls command space minus la, and here it tells you the permissions. So like here is read, write, execute for user, group, other. Read, write, execute. So this one, you can run it as anyone on the computer that has computer access can run this script. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for today's video recording. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys learn a lot. Uh, that's a wrap up for today's episode of Software DM. We hope you enjoy learning about basic shell scripting and the benefits it can bring when working with your operating system. By creating a simple shell script, you can automate tasks, streamline processes, and save time and effort in your daily computing tasks. If you have any questions or want to share your own experiences with shell scripting, please feel free to leave a comment or reach out to us on our social media channels. And don't forget to tune in to our next episode, where we'll be diving into more exciting topics related to software development and operating systems and computing. Thanks for listening, and until next time, this is Dawson Munares signing off.